Once again, it's me, here scrolling these internet streets. Went over to Reddit and I saw this Am I the A-hole? And it says, Am I the A-hole for not canceling on my friends after my girlfriend, who's 23, freed up her schedule at 6 p.m.? And it goes, Me, who's a 26-year-old male, and my girl, she's 23, had plans to hang out today. First thing at 2:22 p.m., she messaged me saying she might be going shopping with her family. So if she is back at a decent time, then she'll meet me. I said no worries, we can hang out another day. A bit later, she messaged saying they've changed plans and said they weren't going shopping after all, but she was going to have a study session instead. I said my friends are nearby, so I might just go see them for a little bit. She said, "Oh, cute, have fun." She then later says, "I don't know what time they're going to leave, but should I let you know whenever they leave and maybe we can hang out for a bit?" I then said, "Okay, if it works out for both of us, then we'll meet up. If not, we have Tuesday," because they had plans for Tuesday. She called me 10 minutes later saying she would be free at 6 p.m. By that time, I was already on my way to meet my friends. So I told her that logistically, it just wasn't going to work out for me to turn around and come see her now. So we should just call off meeting today. This is because my friends were far away, and so driving to her from that location might mean I won't be able to see her at 6. I also understand she values being on time, so in my head, I didn't want to make a commitment if I can't keep it. Later, she messaged me saying that she was really upset. The message said, "If I was in your position, I would have canceled on my friends for you and turned the car around." End of quote. She brought up the fact that we are both going on holiday soon and won't see each other for a week, so I should have prioritized her. I pointed out that we literally have planned to see each other this Tuesday after either of us leave anyway. But she's still upset and thinks I should choose my and thinks that I chose my friends over her. I did say to her in a text that we have seen each other more than I have seen my friends in the last couple days and was mad that I said that. From my perspective, I was kept on standby for most of the day. Made other plans once it looked like she was busy and didn't want to flake on my mates at 6 p.m. when I was already en route. I feel like I might be in the wrong here slightly, so I need help seeing it. Am I the a-hole? No, not for me. If she can't see how she was book shuffling, if she wanted to meet you or not, then she needs to start doing some self reflection. You waited for her all day when she was hanging with her family shopping. After that, she changed the plans to say that she is going to go study. And then after they fell through. So therefore she didn't even prioritize you. How is she telling you to prioritize her when she didn't prioritize you? First she went with her family. Okay, I understand that. But then when the friends wanted to study, okay, so she's gonna say studying is different from meeting up to drink some beers. Okay, cool. But still, it's still your friends, and we ain't gonna see each other because we're about to go on holiday and we won't see each other for a week, right? Okay. So she's actually the a-hole. She's inconsiderate of your time. And for a person that is real ANAL about time, she wasted yours that day. That good old Saturday, she wasted yours. Because at 2:22 p.m. most of the day is already, you know what I mean? So then 4 hours, almost 4 hours later, you're messaging me to say, yeah, I can finally make some time for you because my friends canceled. It's crazy. Let's hop in the comment section because this is Read the Comments. So let's see what you guys are saying in the comment section. So School of Soul Soul says, not the a-hole. She's being unreasonable, especially with how she kept you on hold all day. Exactly. Exactly. Dad's Impulsion says, wow, she's a lot. Be careful what you wish for. Not the a-hole. Chaos says you're not the a-hole. It's a two-way street. She also chose not to prioritize you that day for whatever reason she might have had. Shopping, study, whatever, exactly. You tried to communicate and she chose not to listen, and you furthermore planned an actual date. Also, beware of the hindsight manipulation tactic because I guarantee you she will do the same. And if you try to say the same thing, she will say, "But I did make promises, so you want me to be a liar?" The op responded to that and says, "She says the shopping studying was with her family and that's why it's different than friends." I told you that's what she was going to say. No, that's inconsiderate and that's not being realistic and that's not having self-reflection and that's come on. Come on. You could have just waited until after he's seen his friends, tell him to pass by because you want to see him and all that. Make him anticipate seeing you. Can't wait to leave the friends. Instead, you made him not want to see you at all because you're so annoying. Have him already asking, is he an asshole? You know what I mean? Chaos responded and said, "What in the world is she studying with her family?" I'm just curious. That's what came to mind. But I was like, maybe she's studying the family heritage. You know, the family tree. Maybe they just did, what is it, 21 and Me? Yeah. Ancestor.com? Yeah. So, they're studying it to see where they're from and everything. Family is good for a few excuses as a reason to prioritize them. Shopping is usually things like helping a disabled family member or emergency like funeral or wedding stuff. Stuff where she has to be there. Zakal said, "This is total nonsense. You are not the a-hole, but this is a red flag." It is. Can you imagine being married, spending 20 years with her, and everything is about her, everything surrounds her. She has to be the center of it all. So it's what she wants, it's what she's doing, it's when she's available, it's when she. At some point, you're going to get tired of this. I'm tired of it already. And I ain't with her. Damn it. Round E says, that still puts you as a third on her priority list. Exactly. Family, then friends to study with for the day, which is absolutely fine. People need friends and hobbies outside of their relationships. The uneven expectations here on your girlfriend's part are the problem. I'm also questioning studying with family, unless she's tutoring or being tutored by a family member. That could be. Maybe she has a professor in her family or something. But then why say studying with the family? You should have just said, I thought, man, listen. Beans Forever says she's wrong. She consistently made you a lesser priority throughout the entire day. She expected you to just hang out waiting for if she might be available. That is incredibly disrespectful of your time and your friend's time. Funny enough, he was considering her, saying that she's a person that's so on time that he didn't want to tell her he's going to get there at 6 when he knew he couldn't make it for 6. He's thinking of her and her time. She's not thinking of him. How would she feel if one of her friends set up a meetup and they all went to go do something and then that friend said, never mind, my boyfriend is available, so I'm going to ditch you all? I guarantee you she would not tolerate someone doing that to her. So why does she expect Op to do that to his friends? She is the main character of her own story. Yes, it's giving main character energy. Not Op's. He gets to be the main character of his life. Exactly. She's the main character in hers, and you're not even an extra. Actually, yeah, you're the extra in the film. It's all about her. Somebody says this is BS. You were third in priority on a day you had plans on already. She made other plans when you had already blocked out time just for her. I'd seriously start examining how serious she is in this relationship. It sounds like she expects you to drop everything for her, but doesn't give you the same consideration. Exactly. And things like this only get worse when you get in long term, and God forbid you marry the heifer. Oh my God. You know what I mean? You ain't stuck, but it amplifies it. It just put a big flash, a big stadium light on it. It's just like, ugh. So imagine this happening all the time. And then there's kids involved and her family, your family. And now you guys know each other family. So then you're trying to navigate her being the main character. Anybody got time for that? Feeling says she would cancel on her friends to spend time with you. Like how she canceled a shopping trip on a study session, right? Oh, no. Wait, she did, right? Exactly. Exactly. We had plans and you went on to go shopping with your family. Shopping is not that serious. Again, somebody mentioned maybe she had a relative that needed to be taken care of. The relative needed a caretaker, needed somebody to drive them. All right, fine. But the studying part, and then being inconsiderate of his time, she could have texted and said, babe, they canceled on me. Are you still available? And when he said, no, I'm on road to my friends, be like, okay, well, enjoy yourself. And then go find something to do. Somebody says this. Op responded and says, the shopping and study session thing was with her family and not friends. And she says it's different when it's family and she can't cancel on family. But I can't cancel on my friends. My friends are my family. And I can't cancel on them. That's it. Listen, I believe in equal. Equal. This don't give equal to me. It's not giving equal. It's giving annoying. Technical Tangelo says she still has a different set of rules and expectations between the two of you and try to manipulate you emotionally when you don't do things the way she wants. Somebody says, and that is it. Somebody else said, not the a-hole. What the heck was she studying with her family? Again, 23 and Me, 21 and Me. Man, maybe she was studying all of them, all 20s. And me, the whole family tree. She went back 15 generations. Okay. She was busy. Love Alone said, honestly, good for you, Up. You made plans with your friends and you did not flake to hang with your girlfriend. She's been unreasonable and immature. She didn't get her way and is throwing a tantrum about it. If this is a regular occurrence, I would seriously consider ending the relationship. If it's a one off, maybe she's just sad you guys will be apart for a little bit and is expressing it in a bad way. So, for me, this is a red flag. Because you telling me that it's a one off and this is just because I had, we was going to be away for a week. So, what happened if I have to travel for work? What happened if, so what are we going to, what? You just want to be a pain in my a-hole? I'm not the a-hole, but you want to be a pain in my a-hole. You're unreasonable, which means that that's your mindset. That's how you think. You shouldn't be sitting around trying to change somebody's mind, change somebody's behavior. I mean, if you want to be a therapist, go ahead. You know what I mean? Go be a behavioral therapist. I'm not signing up for that. So I'm not going to meet you with the thought process that you have and feel like I'm supposed to assist you in changing that. So what's going to happen is I'm going to dip like a chip. You're unreasonable. You don't think about me. You want me to respect you and your time, and you do not respect mine. And everything revolves around you. I am not an extra in no one's movie. I bring main character energy too because I'm a main character, period. Technical say a week apart is not very long. Exactly. 7 days. Bye. Get out of here. Get out of here. You see, and this type of things is a red flag for me because if you can't just spend a week away without acting a fool, what happened if my sister asked me to go on vacation with her? Or are you the type of say I can't go on vacation with my sister? What? You the type of person if I can't be away from you because there's a slight probability that either you're gonna cheat or you're gonna make my life a living hell wherever I'm at because you're on my phone bothering me consistently, calling me all the time, being a little heifer because I'm not there with you. I don't. No. Somebody said nope. This is not okay. Somebody said, spoiler alert, it's not different. Now, if you missed a big part of the story where she's helping shop for a sick grandma or something, then okay. But run off the mill errand studying is that's not different. And since she was suddenly available at 6, it's hard to believe it was urgent stuff that couldn't be changed. Since she did in fact change it. Well, again, she didn't change it. They canceled on her. It was not that important. Somebody said, are you really that obtuse? They want to know if Technical says also, the issue is not that she had plans with family or that she needed to study. That's fine. Couples don't need to spend every single moment with each other. It's healthy to have time apart and with friends. The issue is that she kept you hanging on her plans all day, which kept changing. And when you made solid plans with your friends instead, she expected you to cancel on them last second and hang with her. I would show a lack of integrity on your part. That would have shown a lack of integrity on your part. And it shows selfishness and lack of self-awareness on hers. I'm telling you, she needs to self-reflect. She's self-obsessed. So she is mad that you kept true to your word with your friends and did not cave to her manipulations. Integrity is an excellent quality to have. Stick with that and stick with partners that encourage your maturity, growth, integrity, friendships, and understands that time apart helps relationships grow stronger. If you cannot be apart for a week, then the relationship was not going to last anyway. Young love don't know how to act. Because it's not like they might have been in college or something. Young love, they don't know how to act. Somebody said, huh? But her family can cancel on her? Just fine, hunky dory, no hard feelings, right? She said you can't cancel on family, but her family canceled on her. I mean, kind of checks out. She can't cancel because boyfriend is not a good enough reason. Some negative reaction and hurt feelings if this happens, right? But they can just cancel one and then the other and then change plans and then timing all up in the air for no apparent reason. And that is more legit than her reason of wanting to hang out with her boyfriend, especially because it is right before her trip. Again, there's no reason for canceling that is legit. Ops reason, canceling reason is, I don't know, this my guy. He should have naturally canceled on friends because Chicky decides, okay, well, the family canceled, I'm free now, we can hang out. Sorry, I'm getting repetitive. I just think she's been extremely close-minded, selfish, self-centered, disrespectful, and effing rude. The audacity that she thinks she's legit in keeping shopping and studying with family, right? Oh, okay. A lot of us probably don't believe he's with no family, boy. Ski, you might need to check that one out there, right? But plans with family who don't even care enough and they canceled is okay. But upkeeping plans that were made as she was busy and being meh, maybe all day is a problem. I'm not gonna keep reading that because you kind of all over the place. Nerd is a verb says, does she not have any friends? Because with her attitude, I could totally see her not having any friends. Nothing special says, this is gaslighting at its finest. Great Wall says, you are not the a-hole. High school level clinginess, except you guys are mid-20s. You see, I thought they were in the college. I thought they were in college the way she's behaving. I thought they were in college. The op responded to that and said, trust me, bro, I'm fully aware of this, but had to make sure it wasn't me that's overlooking something. Prestigious responded to that and said the conversation should have been her change of plans. I'm going shopping with my family. You were cool. I'll hang out with my friends. Her, okay. That should have been the end of it. And then we meet up in the night to have some fun. You know what I mean? Like, don't argue for nothing. I'm gonna take a couple more comments and we out of here. He is not the a-hole. We all agree, so we don't need to keep going. You know what I mean? Somebody said keeping someone on the black burner in case there may potentially, eventually, possibly be time for them is fully controlling them. Stupid Joy says not the A. She was playing games. Regular Emphasis says not the A. Her plans kept changing. She should expect you to be at her beck and call. She should have respected your time enough to stop changing your mutual plans. And two more. Not the A. I would have found the whole situation very stressful, the way she kept changing from one plan to another. And this person says, not the A. Run away fast as possible. Seriously, you need to quit her. Anyways, you already know this is Read the Comments. You can find me in the comment section. I might even read your comments.